Yesterday, Magic professional player Gerry Thompson decided to start protesting the World Championships that were this weekend. He is a very professionally skilled player and has won his fair share of Grand Prix and Pro Tours in Magic. So his reasoning behind actually protesting against Wizards of the Coast for the Pro Tours and just the professional scene in general, not only Worlds, they were very valid reasons from what I could see. A couple of people did have a couple of problems, so I am going to go over both sides of what he's saying and his reasonings. So a couple of his reasons were Wizards of the Coast does not pay professionals a living wage, Wizards does not promote its players well, Wizards of the Coast's communication is notoriously poor, which we all knew that one. There are not enough Pro Tour invites to satiate the player base, coverage is still abysmal, and with people that are cheaters still playing Magic, it doesn't send a strong enough message to those who would consider cheating. He did go into a couple of different reasons, and some things that he said he believed that could change this scene for the better. Wizards of the Coast did give a very, very lazy response to his problems and his statement. All they really said was, we respect his desire for his voice to be heard. They didn't specifically target him, they didn't say anything in general like, we apologize that you're feeling this way, we're going to try to make it better. All they really did was continue to rep on the fact that they're going to be doing more with the Pro Tours and the professional scene. They didn't really clear anything up, and they didn't even really apologize to him. All they really said is, we respect that you want your voice to be heard. That's practically it, and that's pretty lazy for a response from such a big and professional company, in my opinion, and most people's opinions. Most people were pretty upset that they just handled this like they didn't even care, that he just put probably hours of time into it. Was really insensitive of Wizards of the Coast to not handle his statement in a better way, and people are having a problem with that in general. I have one really big thought on this whole thing, on all of the problems that he brought up, and just his problems in general. Pro players are important. They are the faces of the game. They're who new players and experienced players follow. We're not going to watch a Pro Tour or even Worlds with the bad commentary, with the lackluster angles, with the whole experience being so dull. The pro players are very important. They give us someone to follow on social media. They really give us the feeling of the experience of the Pro Tour, of the competitive edge, and even of the practicing and how much time and effort they put into it. People aren't going to understand that someone might put in 20 hours a week or 30 or 40 hours a week into practicing if they want to make this their career. With Wizards of the Coast, Wizards of the Coast would never tell us that. We would never know the full thought process behind pros and how much they love this game and how they feel that they are better than other competitors. We need the pros. I feel as though without the pro players, the game suffers. We really lack that social edge to the Pro Tours and to the Grand Prix and even to Worlds. They're just boring events just with some... It's like going to your local game store. You just see two people facing, that's it. You're not going to watch the match. There's no drama, there's no effect, there's no excitement. But if you know, yes, this person has been playing for so long and they're so talkative with the Magic community and they're so interested in the Magic community, I feel as though it really adds this edge that we wouldn't have without these pro players and without people that are interested in our game. I do think that they deserve to be compensated, but in this situation we have to understand one thing. These are people that are not really owed anything. They are not under contract with Wizards of the Coast. They are not guaranteed a pay when they go. They are not guaranteed to get in a top spot. They are not guaranteed to do good in these events. So they're not under contract. So a lot of people are feeling at this point that they're not really owed anything. This is not a professional path. This is not a career path because you're not under contract. You're not guaranteed to go to these events and to get something. And the only way that I could really see this being counteracted, which people do think so as well, is appearance fees. Paying these pros to go to these events. X amount of dollars just to show up, and then of course if you win you get your winnings on top of that. That would be the only real thing to do here. But of course we've seen in the past that Wizards of the Coast is very interested in paying guests, like special commentators, content creators, cosplayers. They are not even particularly worried about paying their pro players that are the face of their game. These pro players aren't just players, they're faces of the game. They need a more important spot, and without them, the game, the content creators, the cosplayers, they will mean nothing if the game does not survive and thrive. If we don't have people to watch, there's no point to these events other than a fan expo or a fan meetup. What do you guys think about the situation? Do you think pros should be under contract? You think that they should be guaranteed an appearance fee? What do you guys think about this whole situation? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon.